Yo, Caden. And this is the first time I've ever done one of these lives. I just thought, why the hell not? Let's just hit the button, see what happens. More of an experimental thing. Oh, and the GoPro's gone flat. I'm just filming a video for the Seasir Zero VX reel. So hopefully that's going to be dropping tonight. Just for reference, it's about 2 p.m. or something. Check my other phone. 1:30 p.m. and got this Reflex arc from Purelure. You'll be the first ever one. So how do I do that? Try and hold down on your, oh yeah, there we go. Boom, done. Cool. That was easy. Let's have a few flicks with this. See if anyone else joins us. There's actually some fish just out here. They've been kind of busting up on the surface. It was just, it's kind of hard to see. Right about there. Some silver flashes, big school. Well, maybe 20 of them or something. Just put it back like that. Hey Greg, how's it going? First ever live, Greg. You're the second ever person to join one. So yeah. You think you'd ever review the Cast King Centron light combo? That's the white one, is it? No. Is it the white one? The white and blue one? Oh no. I actually got snagged up. When I hit the live button, I had a cast with a different rod. Got snagged, that 10 seconds within it. And I had to break it off. And I've just laid that rod down and I've just got the lure snagged in the line of the other rod. Just get that out of the way. Yeah, Greg, I'm just doing the review video for this Seasir Zero VX. So hopefully that'll come out tonight. Yeah, basically it's a good reel for the money. It's got a deep spool though, so if it's more, if you're going to be fishing like saltwater, you know, longer casts, want a bit more line on the spool just in case you hook something good, that'd be more suitable reel. But yeah, typical BFS stuff, there'd be better options out there for sure. They have it for only $80. Yeah, the white one. I think they've got it on AliExpress as well from memory. If it's $80 US, that kind of seems steep relative to sort of what I've been used to buying. Jackson, g'day Jackson. We're just standing at the mouth of the like an entrance to a boat harbour here in Port Fairy, Victoria. So I know a couple of you aren't Australian and one of you is not from Victoria, but yeah, we're basically on the southeast coast, well, on the south coast of Victoria. If you imagine Tasmania on the bottom, sort of like the top left, the northwestern corner of Tasmania. If you go straight up from there to mainland Australia, we're right about there. So yeah, you can see there's the that's the entrance out to the ocean, and then this goes down there about, I don't know, half a kilometre to the boat ramp, and I've filmed a few videos there. Yet to hook a fish on this Reflex arc reel. I've only had maybe 20 casts with it or something, but looking forward to it because it's really sensitive. That's one thing I noticed about it. I was running a lead jig head on one of my jig heads, a lead weight on one of my jig heads rather than tungsten, and tungsten's a little bit more sensitive, well, noticeably more sensitive than lead, and I could feel the, you know, the bottom just as good on the lead as I could on tungsten with other reasonably good rods, sensitivity wise. Yeah, there's that school of fish. They must be tiny. They keep going up and down this breakwater. It's really easy to cast this reel. I'm going to zoom out a little bit more. I'm recording this on an external mic for later use, but obviously for the live, I think it will just be going through the phone mic. I'm in Vic or SA. I'm in Vic, mate. I'm just like Port Fairy. Well, I'm not from Port Fairy, but that's where I am now. So that's about an hour and a half. Yeah, about 2 hours from Mount Gambier, or about an hour and a half. It's that part of the Moyne River. Yep. Yeah, I'm from Melbourne originally. But I've been around this area for 3 and a bit years. Yeah, it's the Moyne River. Yeah, if you follow this down, it's not a very long river, but I think there might be like a tributary off the kind of lake that it's at near the airport, and it continues on, but I don't think it's really accessible to fish. It's probably all on private property. Yeah, there's that school of fish. That must be tiny. Just right here. Just right there. But I was splashing around before, so I must have been getting chased by something. See the flashes. And this rod, I'll try and get it in the shot. It's kind of like a glass rod in its action. Like you can see, like the tip is, you know, quite sensitive, and then even down here it bends, and then even if you go beyond the joints in the middle here, you know, it bends. So it's quite sensitive, and you know, if you give it a shake, see the recovery? I've got a lure on there so it bounced, but if you go like that, you can see it just snaps back into place. That's why it's $300. I fished in the Moyne also. What is biting? Yeah, at the moment, well, if we're talking about in general here at the moment and not just this particular session, I've been mostly just talking to the camera about sort of review video type stuff. But I just caught a wrasse before. Otherwise, lately, a lot of mackerel, some salmon, some trevs, probably trevs and salmon almost in the same amount of numbers, where usually trevs are a little bit more uncommon and salmon are super common, but yeah, definitely the mackerel, especially at night time. Like if you come for an hour at night time, it'd be a bad session if you didn't get sort of 4 or 5 at least. There's a school. They must be tiny. It's kind of hard to tell because there's a bit of chop on the water, so you can't really get a good look at it. You just see the flashes, but I'm only casting like a 2-inch paddle tail and they're not taking it, so they must be really small. Definitely there was some, you know, bigger stuff chasing him. Sort of 30 to 40 centimeter fish, I'd say. What we might do, I'm heading to a place called Wonthaggi. It's near Philippine. Yeah, I know Wonthaggi. The people behind us where I live are actually from Monthaggy, and I think their sort of cousins and stuff still live there. So yeah, and I used to live on the east side of Melbourne, so yeah, I'm quite familiar with Phillip Island. We used to fish Western Port Bay mainly when I was a kid. After we moved from sort of freshwater fishing over to salt, most of it was fresh, early days. Hey Dave, what's up man? Are you at work or what? This is the first live I've ever done. So yeah, I just thought I'm just filming a video. Why not just hit the live button and just see what happens, man? It took about, I don't know, 5 minutes before someone joined, and now we're up to 12, so that's pretty cool. Oh, just grabbing my backpack. I'll whack this camera on the other side of me so you can see me a bit better. There we go. Just the Port Fairy. Just yeah, we'll just adjust this. I've got this bad boy on a tripod, got my phone on the tripod. It's a little bit dodgy to handle with the big legs on the bottom of it, but we'll go for a walk. We'll head back down there towards the car park. Back on Monday. Any fish today? Well, yeah, I've just been mainly trying to, I haven't been here that long, maybe less than an hour, and I was just trying to film the review portion of the video for a couple of products, I guess you could say. The Cast King reel, not a Cast King reel, damn, Seasir reel, and a Purelure rod. Was just sort of doing the on camera portion of that, just throwing a few casts and talking about the rod and stuff like that. But yeah, just got a wrasse. But otherwise I mostly try to go to an area where it wasn't as windy and there was sort of a bit of a nicer backdrop and not many people walking past, just to keep a low profile. When heaps of people are walking past, it's kind of embarrassing talking on the camera when you make so many stuff ups and retakes. Might be I was thinking there was a fish just busting up here, but no, it's not. What's the tide doing? The tide is outgoing, I'm pretty certain. To me, because I don't get to choose when I fish, mostly because of work commitments, family commitments, that type of thing, I just fish whenever I can get out. So I never really look at the tides on an app or anything like that. That would be kind of a luxury to be able to pick and choose when I go fishing. So I don't pay attention too much to the tides. It's only when I'd say I had like a good session and then I think, oh, what was the tide doing? Just so I can kind of put that in the memory bank as some extra data or something to think about next time. Yeah, we'll just have a look here. It's pretty sick. I'll just put the backpack on my back a little bit better. Got a Purelure rod for the Purelure hat for the Purelure rod, and look at that, got a Seasir hat. So I actually did 2 videos and switched between the 2 hats. So if they send me a hat, gotta represent, don't you? They're not actually too bad, these hats. Definitely not bad. Pretty cool. I'll just show you something here. This is like Griffith's Island, so there's a lighthouse. I don't know, somewhere over there. But on this side of the wall, when we go up a bit further, it looks pretty sick. But look at that, it's just like, a nice little pool there, crystal clear water. Just looks nice. It's a nature reserve. We'll keep walking. What setup are you using today? Alright, might as well show you while I've got it in my hand. It'll look like an idiot. I'll put that cap on there. So the first kind of review I was doing is on this. So this is the Seasir 0VX BFS reel, which is a little bit of a deeper spool reel, saltwater safe. So I thought the perfect rod to put this on would be the Seasir Elf Aging, and this is actually the 8-foot to 3 to 12 grams casting model. So there's that one, and the other combo, even though it's not particularly, I look like an idiot with this hat on, it's not particularly optimal. It's a nice location to film, so that was mostly the reason. And this is the, where's the logo? It's the Purelure Reflex Arc that just came out last week. There's a few models. This is the 1.85 meter 0.5 to 5 grams casting weight rod, so it's mostly white with some navy blue accents, and I've got the Seasir reel on there in the 800 size. Sorry about that. Jump in, yeah, man. Yeah, it's beautiful. There's actually some sort of shallows a little bit further up, and the sand is just white and it's real shallow at the moment. It's only about a foot deep. It's perfect, you know, if kids want to have a little swim there and it's safe and stuff, because there's some pretty gnarly surf around here as well. Beautiful purple matchy, yeah. Pretty much I like this rod, and I've tried to get knobs and drag stars and stuff that match that purple, which is a pretty deep purple, if we can sort of get that on camera. See, it's, you know, maybe it's hard to see, but it's kind of a deeper purple. You can see it pretty obviously there. This is more of like a magenta, even the handles themselves. It's a reasonable match, but yeah, usually the purple accessories for handle knobs and drag stars and spool tension knobs and stuff, they're all more of a magenta color, even if you think they're going to be purple. I've got a few different magenta things that are just sitting in my drawer that just didn't look good. They looked more pink than magenta. Yeah, we'll go for a walk here. There's a boat coming out of the harbour here. Pretty good conditions actually. I think I'd say it's only like 15 k's wind maybe, which is good. Yeah, I've got this guy going out here. What's he got? Let's give him a wave. Let's see if he says hello. He was like, what the fuck? I'm allowed to swear on this, yeah? I hit the not safe for kids, so I can just drop F-bombs, yeah? $15 people, this is cool. There's a little game I can play, try and like break a record. So yeah, this is it. There's a lot of these kind of trees out where I live. This little jetty here. How's it going? Nah. How long have you been here? Nah. Were you at the car park before? Yeah. Nah. I just got some wrasse. Yeah. No like trevally or anything like that. Nah. You should come at night. If you come at night, try that jetty over there. Yeah, you'll get heaps of mackerel. Yeah, Warrnambool. Yeah. Oh, you're in Hamilton? Yeah. Oh, you're going back home later? Yeah. Yeah, try coming down one night and fish off that jetty. It has a light there. And you should be able to get, last time I fished for about an hour and a half, and I think I got 7 mackerel and 3 trevally, and anytime midnight, probably anytime after 10 p.m. 10, yeah, maybe even 9 p.m. I just like to come later because...
But there's enough light over there?
Yeah. Yep, that light there's quite good. Yep, that's on. Yeah.
You do vlogging?
Yeah.
You got any channel?
Yeah.
What's the channel?
Yep Fishing.
Yep Fishing.
Yeah, YEP. Yeah. Easy to remember because when you get the fish, yep. All right. You want to say hello? Hey. All right, mate. Good luck.
How many subscribers you got?
3,500 or something. Yeah.
Keep going.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Jacob. Thanks. What's yours?
Joe.
Joe. Yeah. Nice to meet you. Hey, that was cool, wasn't it? Holding this tripod at an angle so I can just walk and not hit it on the way through. Talk to Joe there, a guy from Hamilton that's here for a little bit of a fish. Jump in. I've read that comment as well. Have a flick, bro. Yeah. All right, cool. I'll walk about an extra 150 meters, and there's a bit of a drop off in that area, and I'll start having a fish there. Lol, now I will forever read your channel that way. Yell. Yep, exactly. Fish on. That's exactly right. That's how the channel came about, the channel name, because I don't know if I uploaded a few videos and then I sort of thought, oh, I need some sort of name, catchy name. I think that might have been the case. I can't remember what the original channel name was. But anyway, yeah, I just watched some videos and I said yep pretty much every time I got a bite. So I thought, yeah, that's pretty catchy. A lot of people say it, so I just stuck with that, and I think it's been a pretty good option. Yeah, fish on. Heaps of guys on different channels say it. Let's have a fish here actually. Just see here, I might spin this bad boy around this way. We won't stay too much longer because I'm expecting to leave soon. My wife is gone for a walk. Let's try this Reflex arc, just so we don't have to rig up the other rod, because that's busted off. Just double check here. Lucky I did. It's a little bit twisted around the tip. Don't you hate that when it's twisted around between two eyes? So I think you can just twist it around like, how do you do it? I need to figure this out. God, how does that happen? It is possible to get it off, right? You go like that, and then over the tip there, and then through the lure there, and hopefully that's it. Boom! There we go, done. I know there's been times where I've bitten it off and just redone it, but it is possible to get it off. Just have a few casts here. Probably could put some thinner line on this, to be honest. It's got, I think I'm getting a hit. Got some 0.08 on here. I could just be real cheeky and put some like 0.02 on here. And just because I wanted to spool it up, just to sort of get using the rod when I got it a couple of weeks ago. The spool is slightly underfilled, so it's not fully optimal, but I've actually got some like 0.04 and 0.02, or maybe 04 and 03 sitting at home in a box, so I can probably just whack them on over the top, and they're not gonna fill it up. Well, it is gonna fill it up, but it should be perfect really. So yeah, you want to see the rod action or anything? Hey Adriana, hola. How cool is this? 18 people here fishing at Port Fairy in Victoria. Just thought I'd do it, first time ever doing a live, so yeah, I thought that would be, well, why not? Have a go. What happens when you click that live button? What options does it give you? How does the chat work and all that kind of stuff? Had no idea. I thought, why not? There's only one way to find out. Just hit that live button, and yeah. Now we got 28 people. Man, this is sick. You look like Sherlock Holmes. Oh yeah, I forgot I have both hats still on. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, look like an absolute tool with those two hats on. Man, maybe that guy back there I was speaking to, Joe, maybe he thought, what the hell is this guy doing? He looks like an absolute clown with the two hats on. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if we got a fish on a live. I should probably maybe whack some scent on. I got a 3 gram aging jig head, so it's one of those John Poo ones. I'm just getting a call. Just for a second. Just one of those John Koo aging jig heads. I'm sure you've seen them all before, like in the Choice store and stuff on AliExpress. The ones that, oh man, this is kind of beaten up. You can see, how do you tell? It's got those like 3 or 4 lines that go across it where it's kind of been crimped or whatever. So this is, I think, a 3 gram, and it is a pretty heavy gauge hook. I'd say it's like a number 6 hook. Looks a bit smaller than a number 4. So it's, yeah. I don't speak English. I don't speak Spanish or Portuguese, unfortunately, Adriana. Maybe German, because you spell English in the way that Germans spell English. Might just I have one more cast here, and then yeah, it's definitely nice weather. Just a little bit of wind. Had to take the jacket off because yeah, it was a little bit too warm. It's 2 o'clock almost, I think. Oh man, my other phone is dead. Last time I checked, it was, I think it was around 1:30 when we kicked off here, so I'm gonna say it's around 2 p.m. So 2 p.m. Friday. I'm not sure, Robin, if you're from overseas or not, but yeah. 2 p.m. Friday. Beautiful day. It's autumn, but yeah, it's like perfect weather, really. I'd say it's probably low 20 degrees Celsius or something like that. Not too much wind. So it's pretty good. Just been reviewing some rods. Well, a rod and a reel for my YouTube channel, just filming the sort of closing scenes and final thoughts on the product. So we just came out to this location just to do that, not necessarily to catch fish, because I don't have too much time, but mostly just to smash the video out. 9:20 a.m. in India. My ex-boss, a company I used to work for about 9 years ago now, so I've been with the company I'm with now for 9 years in September. He was an Indian guy called Robin, so there you go. There's a piece of trivia for you. See ya, Adriana. Nice. Thanks for stopping by. Catch you next time, hopefully. Yeah, these lives are pretty sick. Maybe I should do them more. I know the shroom dog loves a live. Maybe I should do a live. I was actually thinking about it, last month or whatever. The ramp that I recommended to that dude that I was just speaking to, that fisherman back there, at night time, like right now, I pretty much guarantee, like, I'd be shocked if I didn't catch half a dozen fish in an hour there. So you know, it's a good spot for content. So I was thinking, they got a light there. I might try and do a live there, because usually with the GoPros absolutely suck with low light conditions. So filming it on the phone would be better. I can mount a light on that. I can, you know, whack it up to a charger and stuff so the light doesn't go out. Plus there's a light on the jetty as well. So yeah, I think the lighting situation would be pretty good as long as I get the camera in frame and everything. It should be pretty good. Like, I'd be half keen to do it tonight actually, because I'm on call for work next week, so next week's out of the question. But yeah, let's move spots. Ranky, you should, I'll keep watching when I can. Oh, cool, man. Thanks, Ranky. Yeah, I reckon I'll give it a crack. Like, it's not a ton of effort. I mean, you just have to have good reception and have some charge on your phone, and you should be all good. What fish are you targeting today? Yeah, as I said before, just doing more so a video, because I have this YouTube channel. I don't know if you subscribed or whatever, but it's mainly budget ultralight fishing tackle reviews, and that's what I've been doing today. sort of filming the final thoughts on the product, you know, having a cast and saying what I think about the rod or the reel. You know, the reel I've been reviewing is this, let's get some lighting happening here, Seasir 0VX, and the rod I was reviewing is the Purelure Reflex arc. And so yeah, not targeting anything in particular, but in terms of stuff that's here now, silver trevally, salmon, there's flathead. Last couple of weeks ago caught a gurnard just 100 meters or so up from here. Yeah, salmon. There's some bream in here as well. They're super finicky though. But yeah, what time? I'll jump on tonight. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'd say it's like a 40% chance of happening tonight. But yeah, if I do plan on it, I'll send you a message and give you like an hour's notice or something. Yeah, if it was, it'd be like I don't know, like 10 p.m. or something like that, I'd say. All right. All right, let's just keep moving. Yeah, I reckon these lives would be sick. There's a few different places I could do on that at night. Port Campbell as well, jetty there, that's pretty well lit and reasonably sort of fishy, I would say. I pretty much always get something there. Catch me a fish, Jacob. Oh, BFS in Melbourne. Haven't caught anything in 2 weeks, man. Oh, that's quite a while for a regular fisho. I don't know if I've gone a week. Oh, here we go. There's a drone. Oh, what the heck is that? Can you see that? Maybe not. Yeah, someone just launched a drone. Scared the hell out of me. Yeah, 2 weeks. That's quite a while. Yeah, we'll have a few more casts here. To be honest, I've got to bounce. Here looks pretty juicy. Just whack the camera over here. Do my best to try and get a fish in the next sort of like 5 minutes or so. So that casting rod is busted off earlier. So what do? Just cast this soft plastic, this paddle tail. Forgot my S factor, so I'm gonna go to the dark side, put on some of this toothpaste, this gulp gel, this, you know, don't rate it, to be honest. Like it probably works well, but in terms of applying it and stuff like that, it's super thick, as you can kind of see there. And when you smear it on, it's, you know, it's kind of almost like a toothpaste consistency. See, it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of sticky, you know, which is, it's just a little bit too sticky. Obviously you don't want it watery, which was like the old formula that this had. If it was too warm, it would just go watery. But yeah, we'll have a few casts here. Just had a boat pass by. Just let that hit the bottom. Oh, Frank, hey man, yes. I totally forgot, yeah man. Hey Frank. I thought it might have been another guy that's on Facebook. It's not Sam, but oh no, I'm thinking of, maybe he's BFS in Australia, maybe. I think he's from WA, and it's not Liam either, it's someone else I don't know. Yeah, 2 weeks, yeah, that is a while. First time watching you live, you're a nice guy, I love you bro. Oh cool, thanks Robin, appreciate it. Yeah, I might do more of these, it's kind of fun, I guess. Love you. Oh, Ranky, love you too. This is how you get stalkers. Yeah, I haven't had a stalker yet, but maybe today's the day. Ranky, you might be the first one. I'll keep an eye out for you, mate. Hello, fellow ultralight enjoyer. Hey, Vector. Where are you from, Vector? I'm gonna say European. I'm just trying to look at your display picture there, and I'm not sure if you're holding a carp. Maybe it's pretty tiny. Not the carp, but the picture. So it's hard to tell. Yeah, it's my channel that never... Yeah, Frank, like 3 years ago or whenever it was, when I first started uploading stuff, I did stumble across your channel, but since then, I guess because you haven't been uploading, I kind of forgot about it. But if you asked me, you know, hey, what's my channel name, I would have said BFS in Melbourne, but I just didn't put 2 and 2 together the other way around, if you know what I mean. Oh, we've got the... We got a tip wrap? No, we don't. We're all good. It's my from West Coast USA. We'll be visiting the GF in December in Victoria. Oh, the grand final. You coming to the AFL? Oh, in December. Sorry, visiting the the girlfriend in December. Oh, sick. When I think of GF, I'm thinking of grand final, because I haven't had a GF for 17 years because I've had one. I've been married for 17 years, believe it or not. Well, haven't been married for 17 years, but I've been with her for 17 years. Yeah, cool. West Coast USA. Where are we talking? Washington, California, Oregon. Is Oregon on the coast? Yeah. I got a reasonable idea on US geography. I can't think of what's between, say, California and Washington. I got a feeling, I don't know if Oregon's on the coast. I got a feeling it might be, or it might be a little bit inland. Bay Area, okay, I know that everyone, if you're a basketball fan, you definitely know what that means. Where the weather is pretty much the same as Melbourne, yeah. No, I'd say surely it's got to be a bit more consistent than Melbourne. Like, Melbourne can get definitely cold, like it can, not as cold as sort of towns out, like further out, like you know, rural towns or country towns. But yeah, it can get to 5 degrees Celsius, whatever that is in Fahrenheit. Don't know what that would be, 50 something maybe. But yeah, here, autumn, it's a really nice day today. It's about I don't know, I guess 22 degrees Celsius, like, you know, clear skies. Check this out. Yeah, you got the sun up there, like pretty much not a cloud in the sky, and not a whole lot of wind either. So yeah. Oh, Greg, yeah, New Jersey. Yeah, I think you might have mentioned that in a comment not too long ago. Bro, go fishing in different countries. Oh yeah, that'd be good. I've only been to 2 other countries, and that would be Indonesia, aka Bali, and Singapore. Never been overseas otherwise. I was meant to go to USA before, you know what happened a few years ago, and then that got cancelled. Yeah, East Coast, New Jersey. I got a New Jersey Nets jersey, actually. New Jersey jersey. Vince Carter. I don't have a problem with the BFS reel or fishing. The only problem is why it always shallow spool. What's wrong with deep spool? Yeah, man, I don't know if you've stuck around for this, but yeah, the reel that I was reviewing today, might as well grab it, show you this one here. It's the Seasir 0VX. That's actually got a pretty deep spool on it. You can put, from memory, I think it's like 150 meters of 1.2 line, which is 18 pounds or something like that. So yeah, but the reason why the spools are shallow is to keep it lightweight. Like this spool, for example, I think weighs 5.2 grams, which is light, but it's deep. So if you're going to put the recommended amount of line on it, or if you're going to put 100 or 150 meters of line on it, then the overall weight is a lot more than if you were to have a shallower spool with the same weight with less line on it. So it all depends on the type of fishing you do. If you're you know, saltwater fishing in an open environment, you know, where you might be casting at 40 meters, or fishing deep water, and there's a chance that you might hook something that'll run, and you want to have 100 meters or so of line on there, then that deeper spool option can be good, which is why I've got that reel on that 8-foot aging rod there, which I pretty much just use in the salt water. But yeah, if you're like stream fishing for trout, things like that, then you don't need that much line on your spool. So a shallower spool with less line on it overall will be less weight, which means you can cast lighter lures easier. Do you have the Rollfish World 602 rod? I got mine, and very crisp and well made. No, I don't. Which one is the World? Is it the one with the split grip round handles? Because the only Rollfish rods I have are the Grand Master, which Seasir actually also sell as the Grand Master, and can't remember what the other one is, a 4-piece. Girlfriend had me walking around in thongs and board shorts in December. Curveball, having hot weather. Yeah, it is. Yeah, having barbecues in winter is in Christmas, at Christmas time. Yeah, it's an Aussie tradition. Can be a bit weird. Whereabouts in Melbourne is she from? Is she from like the east side or the west side? That'd be interesting. If she's from the west side, that's where BFS in Melbourne's from. If she's from the east side, that's where I was from. Heaps watching now. Oh, 27, yeah, man. Might have to stay on, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if my wife's watching in the car. Hopefully she's subscribed and she got a notification on her phone and she's like, what's he doing? Going live? What the hell? Because she's like, no, I can't stay for too much longer. She's in the car park, sitting in the car. Maybe I'll move up a little bit more. Haven't had a touch here. I'm just trying to sort of work the bottom. Yeah, maybe we'll just go back a little bit more now. It's dropped down to 19 all of a sudden. Come on, what's going on, guys? Hey, am I meant to like pledge and tell you to like, comment, and subscribe endlessly like everyone else does? All right. Put the bag on. We'll just go for a stroll again. You should, yeah. This area we're coming up to is pretty sick. It's like a concrete boardwalk that is above the water and goes for a few hundred meters. So it starts just here and you can see it sort of goes around there and goes all the way over to there. And when the water is really high, like it was last week, and there's the sand I was talking about, Dave. Like, this is real nice, like crystal clear water there. It's only a few inches deep there, but you know, if you had kids or whatever, you know, and they could have a splash around in there at summertime, it's absolutely perfect. It doesn't drop off until, you know, 50 meters away, and even then it's not that deep. It's probably only a meter deep at the deepest spot in this little section between the boardwalk and the islands there. You can see here, yeah, I don't know if I'm not obviously not wearing sunnies, but I can see through there pretty easily. Looks to be about, you know, 5 feet deep. You can see the grass on the bottom, real clear. It's really nice. But yeah, a couple of weeks ago, the water level, I don't really want to tip the phone over the side, but yeah, the water level was almost level with this. I reckon it was maybe like 4 or 5 inches below the ground level. So it was pretty cool. It was like I was walking on water. Had a come to Jesus moment then. That was a joke. Yeah, so maybe should we go here? This spot kind of looks juicy. Let's just have a few casts here, then we might have to wrap it up. Always come back another time, do this again. So yeah, just casting the Purelure Reflex arc, and on the Surinoy Alanius reel. Hopefully Purelure releases a spinning reel soon. I've got a little bit of a suspicion that they will, because I think I commented on them, you know, you're going to release a spinning reel anytime soon, and whatever they said was kind of cryptic and hinted that they were. have a little bit of grass on here. It's got this thin grass on the bottom here. I reckon if I got anything, it'd be a little flathead, I'm thinking. Yeah, casting this rod's so easy. I'll sort of come out of shot a little bit, maybe like here. I can't do those. If you've seen the Purelure video, go check out the Purelure channel. They've got some really nicely edited videos there, kind of cinematic videos, and it's got the guys doing the flick casting, where it's just like ring kind of thing. I haven't really practiced that, but it looks really sick. But if I'm just casting in my normal stroke, I can sort of have a shorter than normal stroke and still get the same sort of casting distance. Can't believe I've been on for 47 minutes. It's crazy. It's fun though. Just need a few more comments, guys. Come on, ask me any question you want. Whether I'll answer it or not, I don't know. That sounds like I'm inviting Dave to ask me something sick. If you got any questions, drop them down below. Got any questions about rods and reels, reel recommendations? Hey, also check out my website, yepfishing.com. Easy to remember. I think you might be a little bit impressed if you go to that website. Not to gloat, but I think, yeah, paid the web designers like 600,000. No, I didn't. I did it myself. I think it's a pretty sharp looking website. So if you go there, the whole idea of that is that I'm going to be putting recommendations like, say, my, top 5 ultralight reels for this price point and top 5 rods over 7 feet, or different kinds of categories, and I'm putting sort of like my recommendations on them. So that's that, and there's a few sort of articles. Got this video coming up on the Seasir 0VX reel. Hopefully I upload that tonight. Then in the coming days I will release the Reflex Arc review. Then I'm thinking the next one after that will be, I might as well tell you, even though it's going to be sort of a little bit cryptic in its title and thumbnail, but it's going to be about the Cheb rig. It's going to be about mainly, something along the lines of Australians are missing out by not using this rig, because most people are using, most soft plastics fishermen in Australia, or at least in the southern parts, they're using number 1, number 2 size jig heads, 16th, 12th and 8th, and maybe a quarter in weight, and like 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5 inch plastics and stuff. Maybe some of them are using net heads, maybe some of them are using those weedless net heads and whatever, but it's a pretty small percentage, I would say. And when you take into account the advantages of the Cheb rig over the typical traditional jig head and even the Ned rig head, yeah, I think a lot more people should be using the Cheb rig. It's really easy to set up, and it's definitely advantageous in that it's weedless, and if you're fishing the bottom, it's like basically like a Ned rig on steroids, because the the hook can pivot from the weight can be on the bottom, and then the hook can pivot off that and move in the current, whereas the Ned rig, it just sits there and maybe it moves like this and then the tail flaps, but then there's an extra joint when talking about the Cheb rig, so there's a little bit more movement. Alright, I'm definitely going to wrap this up when it hits the 1 hour mark, so we've got about 9.5 minutes to go. Might just make another move. Usually if I don't get a hit within a couple of casts, I move. I'll burn this in. Hello.
I know you're here. They're all just down there.
Oh yeah? You saw some, did you? Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's try and catch a fish by the time this is over. Got a shot clock, we got less than 9 minutes. See, there's this shallow little bay part here on this side. There's a VB can in the water over there. I just, actually a little bit over here, it's kind of shallow here, it's about 1 meter. I think there's a spot a little bit further around here. A few. Yeah. Got the sun coming in from there. Just put it there. Honestly, this rig's probably not optimal, but just because we're short for time, we just have to go for it. Maybe we should spin this bad boy around here a little. There we go. About 6 months ago, I lost my Mako sunglasses. Dave, if you can get a discount on Mako sunglasses, hook me up. Had the they were kind of like navy. Oh, there we go. Oh, got a bite just then. Had those navy blue ones with the blue lenses, and just I think I went to a restaurant or something and left them there. I don't know, but I had them for about 2 years. They definitely paid for themselves. Like you think, oh, you know, 200 and whatever bucks, it's kind of a big investment in a way, but you know, once you have them for 2 years and you wear them every day, it's 100% worth it. They're just an absolute staple to have as a fisherman. Alright, let's see, we got nearly 6 minutes to go. Let's try and just hook one and then we'll get out of here. Whether it's anything special or not, I'm not too sure, but we're going small here. I have those videos, can I hook a fish in 5 minutes? We've got 6 minutes now, so let's see. Might just have to move around a little. It's the S factor. It's because I didn't bring the S factor. That's why I'm not catching them. S factor is the X factor. For those of you that are watching, this is the first ever live that I've done. Just thought, why not? Just didn't, you know, intend on doing one. Just thought, yeah, hit the button, see what happens. And yeah, so far so good. Yeah, there's some kind of like LRF type species. They're not wrasse. They're a striped fish. They kind of look like a little morlong type fish. I'm not sure exactly what they are, but they're one of those species that lives along the shorelines and hiding in the rocks and stuff like that. Just a bunch of those that just swam past. It's probably going to get quite busy here, being such a beautiful day and Friday. Probably when about 4 o'clock comes, people who finish school and work might start to get a bit busier.